glad all that controversy is over with and we got our PETA back. But I kind of miss Meg. Oh, yeah, I forgot she got traded to American Dad. I hear she's doing great. Good morning, USA, ba-da-ba-da-ba, the dad and the alien's gay. And there is a fish and a boy and a girl. Hey! Shut up, Meg. Oh, so it's just going to be the same? Yep.
I take it that's one of the more newer seasons.
Season 18.
Wow. I did not know that they had 18 seasons.
There's a lot. There's a lot.
I fell off the bandwagon a long time ago.
Yeah. I think I walked away with when they beat to death that one.
The bird is the song.
The bird song. And then the following week, they started beating to death for multiple weeks in a row, the country singer.
I don't know.
It was a real life country singer, and now Mr. Burt something. And it went on for way too long. And I'm like, somewhere Seth MacFarlane is rolling around laughing hysterically. I, however, am not.
Oh, I still find the show funny. I've been watching it.
When I watched,
and yeah, it's good.
I think it was the Halloween episode or something like that. I laughed. I was like, oh, I should watch this again. Because Hulu was like, hey, watch our holiday special. And they showed a Christmas picture. And then I clicked play. And it showed a Halloween. I was like, you got me. I thought I was going to be watching Christmas special.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. All right, everyone. Welcome to the utterly useless dating game.
Ooh.
For our introductions, let's meet Bachelor number 1. You've heard of Kiss, Marry, Kill, haven't you? Well, this eligible bachelor will blind, torture, and kill you with kindness. He is great with computers, floppy disks, and his writings have made the local news. But he prefers to be called by his nickname, BTK. Let me introduce to you Brett Williams.
I don't know if I get all those references.
Oh.
What's BTK?
We'll go over this. You'll figure it out.
Okay.
On to Bachelor number 2. Ladies and gentlemen, you'll eat your heart out over this next gentleman, or he'll eat your heart out for you. He loves to cook and has a freezer and fridge full of meals. Let me introduce the Jeffrey Dahmer of the group, Timmy Criddle.
Oh, wow. Is that after a tasty human meal?
You know it.
Man flesh?
All righty then. Time for Bachelor number 3. This eligible bachelor loves the performing arts. He's a clown that will turn that frown upside down and with his magic handcuffs. His show will take your breath away. He hasn't heard any complaints after 33 shows. Let's meet the John Wayne Gacy of the group.
That's what I thought it was
Jeremy Williams. Last but not least, our final bachelor. This man loves the outdoors and is well-traveled.
I know who you are.
He knows all the secrets of the woods and where they're hiding. Sounds too good to be true. When this teddy bear shows up to your date, he'll bust out all the tools to sweep you off your feet and carry you off in his classic 1968 VW Beetle. Meet the Ted Bundy of the group, Taylor Beams.
Okay, it's come full circle, but who was Brett again?
BTK killer.
Yeah.
Who's that?
Find, torture, kill?
Didn't
Killer,
you
he was a serial killer.
Didn't you see the Mindhunter?
Yeah, I did.
Netflix?
Yeah.
That's who they were leading up to.
Oh, okay.
Before they
canceled it?
They canceled it.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that was well done. I liked it.
It was.
Nice.
Well, thank you. I mean, I was like, man, I need to come up with like a good one. And I was like, oh my goodness, we're the 80s. So I'm going to do like 80s, some serial killers around that time. So
I feel like I could have done a longer burp though.
That was the disappointment.
It could have been a little more 80s.
It could have been more 80s.
I was laughing so hard when I was writing today's because the freezer and the fridge meals was and that he loves to cook was just
that's
great.
When I caught on. I was like, I know what we're doing now. All righty, let's go. Let's get this show going.
All right, merit badges. What do we got?
All right, well, I'm going to start us off. I wrote this under Timmy's name. That's not your merit badge. Timmy, don't take my merit badges.
Jeez.
Try and stop me.
I got the angered BYU merit badge. So I have opened up an Etsy shop, and BYU put like a complaint against mine because I was selling something that was their signature logo mark that Timmy's wearing right now. And so it got immediately taken down.
The lawyer got to you.
Yep. BYU lawyers.
Wow.
So, and I didn't even notice that for a while. Like it must have been the day I put it up because I looked at the email. I was like, oh, that was a long time ago. I'm just bad at looking at emails. And I was like, that explains why I have less in my shop than I did previously.
So it was like a cease and desist email?
Kind of, yeah.
Whoa.
And but the funny thing is, like, all my other university ones still stand.
Interesting.
Well, it just goes to show you that BYU is on top of things.
Yep, they are. Oregon and Alabama and who else is up there still? Utah are still standing. So yeah, good time.
Interesting.
All right, who wants to go next?
I'll go next. I got the walk a mile in someone else's shoes merit badge. And it's also kind of like the old man grumpy merit badge. So this actually happened yesterday. I found myself like reminiscing through like old times. I was watching Family Guy. I was playing Diablo 2.
Oh man, you just had like a 90s kind of time.
Yeah,
huh?
yeah, it was kind of crazy. And then it was a long week at work, really, really long week with like clients just being
The worst.
yes.
Because it's getting tax season.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's the end of year for a lot of clients at my work. But I got accused of submitting someone's payroll, and we can't do that. And so that was a fun conversation to have. And then, so I was really grumpy and irritated. And then we had some people over last night, which was fine. But I found myself being that grumpy guy that just wanted to tell everyone to shut up. And I was just so irritable and so grumpy. I wanted everyone to shut up for like 15 minutes so I could just be. And then I realized that I was my grandpa Glenn.
There you go.
So, yeah. I walked a mile in his shoes yesterday.
And now you're better for it, or are you still like?
Or are you looking at walking 500 more?
You know, I'll eventually just turn into him anyway, so I'll wait.
Oh, ba-da-da-da.
Yep.
I saw this video the other day of things like Adam Sandler quotes I didn't realize I'd use all the time as a parent, and it was like you just sit there waiting for it, and then it's all right. Yeah, from Big Daddy. All right. Like, yep, I use that all the time.
Yep.
All right.
All right. Well, I have, I don't know what I wanted to call this one. So I'm just going to call that spelling bee moment. Now, to preface this, there's a student in my class. He is a fun kid. However, he's slowly turning into a caricature of Ken from the Barbie movie. And it hit peak Kenness during the spelling bee, where this kid, he's going to turn into a dude bro. He's going to be working out. He's probably going to have like an Instagram and stuff like that. That's what I see.
That's the direction he's headed.
Yeah. He's really aware of currently how shredded his, non-body fat, 10-year-old body has. And he likes to, him and another kid who they're probably going to be dude bro friends together, love showing it off. And it's just like, please, no. Took shirt down. So anyway.
What grade is this again?
Fifth.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I see their career path in front of them. Anyway, so we're having this spelling bee, and I don't know when you guys participate in the spelling bee, but it's always the word that you always generally get is not the one that you want. It's always the one that happened before you or after you, but the one that you get is the one that you probably didn't want. Well, this kid, he got the word that he actually wanted. And the word was bicep. And it was so hysterical because the instant they said, your word is bicep, he took his arm, flexed it, looked down at his bicep, and then turned to the judges and went, in the most confident way possible, BYCEP. And then they said, I'm sorry, your word is incorrect. And he goes, ow. And then he just kind of flexes his other one as he
Hey, you got to play it off like you own it. So,
what was this in front of the whole school?
This is just in front of the 5th grade. We do a preliminary grade level spelling bee before we do the school level spelling bee. But
man, that kid's confidence.
Oh, that's what I said. Like this kid, he has made some of the most biggest mistakes in recently. And he, what was it? We did the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and they playfully put as part of the props, brown cows make chocolate milk. And he came back to class going, so is that really true? Brown cows give chocolate milk?
Oh, gosh.
And it's just I was sitting there, the incident happened. It was just is this a troll job? Or you? And he was dead serious. He is a smart kid, but then he has these Ken moments. And the Ken moments are just hysterical.
It reminds me of somebody me and you know, Schneider.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But also it reminds me of one of my favorite quotes that is underplayed everywhere all the time is from Community, where John Oliver's in the shower with, I don't know if is Ken Chong. And there's and then one guy walks past him naked. He's like, you're confident. You shouldn't be. Anyway.
Okay. Well, I did not get a merit badge. I didn't get a pin. This week, I got a sticker.
Ooh.
Was there stickers in Scouts?
I don't know.
It was a good for you kind of thing.
You tried.
You tried.
So
Not merit badge worthy. Don't worry, this will peel off in a second.
So I was at the doctor's office the other day, and I did what most people do in doctor's offices. Wait. And I
thought you were going to say, look at the Highlights magazine. I was like, yeah, I did that a lot.
Well, this was no ordinary doctor's office, but I was sitting there, and I just was I pull up my phone out, and just randomly I was like, I'm going to ask AI who their favorite utterly useless podcast host is.
Ooh.
And I don't know about you guys, but when you use AI, but whenever you want something specific, a specific answer, it's you got to go clawing for it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so they would list all of us, and
they know my name.
They know your name.
Oh my goodness.
And then they would tell you I like this person for this. I like this person for this. And I'm like, okay, but who's your favorite? And they would still do it again. I'm like, if you had to pick.
Gun to your AI head.
Yes, gun to your AI head. And they chose me.
Oh, look at you.
And maybe it's because it's on my phone.
They know your name.
I don't care.
I'm going to look it up too and be like, oh, it's Jeremy. I'm like, knew it.
I'm interested to see if it will cater to you.
I
or
don't
if
care.
It will be it's Timmy.
I'm taking the gold sticker. I don't care.
Now, just curious, out of curiosity, which AI did you use?
Copilot.
Okay. That's the only one Brett approves.
There's an obvious bias.
Yeah. Well, I tried to just, while you said that, I asked because you said favorite. So I just said, if you had to pick who is the most annoying, utterly useless podcast
It'll be
host.
me.
And it was just I don't have personal opinions, but I can share some insights from the web. and it gave me nothing. And then it just ended with, ultimately, it all comes down to personal preference.
If you had to pick.
Okay. Well, are you running it, Jeremy?
Yep. And
Look, I started a
I
trend.
did. And I also I'm skimming because I can't fully give my attention to this. Never mind. I'm seeing it break down.
You guys want stickers too?
No, I'm just now curious because if it did it on your phone, would it do it for me? That's why I said most annoying, because I do like that it took a jab at the view. So
Good job with the view.
yeah,
Yeah, screw the view.
That just came out of left field.
I know.
Um,
Because it was just like other people have mentioned that the host of the view can be annoying, but ultimately it comes down to personal preference.
It has chosen for me, and it has chosen Timmy.
Oh,
Does it give why?
If you want pure, unfiltered chaos and off the wall reactions, Criddle is the wild card that keeps things unpredictable. It's the let's see. Yeah, he gets the biggest laughs, it says, and he's unpredictable. It might give him the edge. Which,
2 gold stickers?
I also don't understand why it has these in parentheses next to people's names. And maybe you can help me because it calls me, I think, Garth. Yeah, Jeremy, and then this is Garth Algar.
Oh, it's probably because of the introductions.
Oh,
I
yeah.
wonder if
And then, but then this is Brett. This is Benjamin Oliver. Who's that?
I don't know.
Is he the one that's on? I wonder if this is all because Wayne Campbell is Criddle. I don't know why it doesn't have a Taylor in there. Let's see.
Well, I've noticed that in all of our socials that I am not in it.
Oh, yeah.
It's just you three. So
Wait, didn't we change the picture?
Yeah. You talking about the picture or
like the description.
the description?
I mean, I was on that 2-year sabbatical.
I never took you off though.
Nope, it just has you.
All right. Well,
I'm not there.
anyway.
It's okay. I'm a sideshow.
Well, yeah. Now Copilot
It says you're on here.
Copilot has taken you off.
Look on like Apple and Spotify. And
Oh, I don't have access.
Oh, the
to those.
descriptions?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't have access to those.
So Copilot, has taken you off. It says, because I asked if you had to pick one of the hosts for the podcast and who's the most popular, which one of it would be? And it says the podcast Utterly Useless features 3 hosts, Brett, Timmy, and Jeremy. While it's hard to say definitively who's the most popular, each host brings our own unique charm and humor to the show.
Yeah. That's kind of what ChatGPT said to me, more or less, until I put a gun
That's-
to his head.
That's totally fine. Timmy's the king.
I just wanted a sticker.
I like how we
go
all
ahead.
got so defensive over that.
Oh, I'm fine.
like instantly. No, I don't care.
No, I just want to know who won. Is all I care. All right, let's move on then.
All right.
Spin the wheel.
All right, we have Spin the Wheel where we have 10 categories of questions. We're going to spin the wheel and decide who is going to be asking what.
Ooh.
And I am lost. Okay. Spin the wheel. Taylor, you're first. And you get what if.
Okay. What if you died and became a ghost? Who would you haunt and why?
Does that have to be one person?
And it has to be someone that you know.
Let's see.
Okay, so I can't.
So you pick one person, you're stuck with them. That's the
Yeah.
only person you can see.
Uh-huh.
But do I get to follow them around too? Like,
Yes.
Okay.
You get to haunt the crap out of them. See, I was thinking about this and I was like, okay, who did I hate in school?
Why would you want to follow somebody you hate?
I know exactly. And then no, so I can haunt them and make their lives miserable.
But also, I could be a friendly ghost too, like Casper, or
They-
like the
but
one
they
off
can't
of
see you,
the
though.
Umbrella Academy.
Oh, that's true.
Oh, they can't see me. I'm just gonna like move stuff and scare them all the time.
Yep.
Oh, okay, that changes things.
Let's see. If I did it to my family, they would be terrified. So I would do it actually to my boss, my principal, because I think he would after a while be like, "Oh, I know who this is. This is you, Brett. You can leave it. Is this you?" And then knock the Diet Mountain Dew over if it's you, and then I'd knock it over.
Can you just be condemned to like a building or a stadium or something?
Nope, you have to be condemned to a person. See, I would say my wife, but after a while, she'd figure out that it was
Stop
me.
it, Taylor.
Yeah,
Stop it.
She would figure out that it was me really fast, and then
Don't
she'd
make me
get
come
it.
over there.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't make me cross over.
Don't make me cross over. You're like, "Oh, okay," and it just stops.
I wasn't gonna date and move on, but because you're annoying me, now I will in front of you.
Oh, she's haunting you back.
Who would I?
You're like, this is backfiring.
I don't know who I'd haunt because who would I want? I don't know.
I could haunt my sister Lauren. I think I could
You
drive her to madness.
You would absolutely drive her to madness. Gosh, I would because all this, it would have to be something negative. Essentially, there's no positive of this. Who do I not like? Except apparently, Brett. Do you
I like my principal. I just think I would have fun with it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do mean mischievous stuff, but I know my family would be like, let's move this. They would probably move 7 times, and it's just I'm not trying to scare anybody.
I'd haunt somebody and make them leave the TV on. You're like, do you want me to leave the TV on? And then all of a sudden you'd see something lift up and down. Yes. I don't know. I'm going to just throw in, I'm going to throw in my mom just for fun. I'm going to haunt my mom.
She should be so oblivious to stuff. Just start moving stuff around.
If you wanted to watch TV, I think you're not going to be watching TV.
Oh no, my mom leaves the TV on 24/7.
She leaves the TV on, but because she feels bad for the dog.
Yeah.
So she'll leave the TV.
I didn't realize that's why the TV's always on.
She'll leave when they go places. She'll leave the TV on in their bedroom and then the one in the kitchen on because she feels bad. Because sometimes Finn will be in his small bed in their room, or sometimes he'll be in the one in the kitchen. But she feels bad that he's left alone. And we tried to get her a couple of times ago. We tried to get her to use, I'm just going to say it, Flablessa, just so that anybody who's listening that doesn't magically turn on. Because it had the screen version had is your dog bored, whatever, use this or whatnot. And so I'm like, look, you don't have to leave the TV on anymore. You can just, do this. And they're like, okay. And so I come back and the TV's on and I'm like, I thought you were going to use the thing on the device. And she's just like, well, we tried, and whenever we'd be gone, there must be a time limit or something like that, because 6 hours later it's not on, and we just feel bad that he's so lonely.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna change mine. I'm gonna haunt Jer.
Okay.
I think it's because you'd figure out that it was me quickly. And our shows and movies and things, they align a lot, and I would be entertained. I wouldn't even really have to haunt you, because you'd just be like, oh, Taylor is here. Okay, what are we watching?
What are we watching? Throw up bones. We're watching this. Yep. Also, something just.
It'd be you or Lauren. If I wanted to go full on mischievous,
it'd be Lauren.
Oh, 100% Lauren.
Yeah, that'd be fun. All right, let's move on to Brett, and you get blind ranking.
All right.
You got it 2 weeks in a row.
I know. And I actually, because of this, I have a third week already prepared. All right. So, blind ranking. Number 1, The Quantum of Solace, James Bond movie.
Ooh, the question is, are they all James Bond?
Ooh, you'll have to wait and see.
Oh,
Quantum of Solace.
I don't wait.
It's the one after Casino Royale.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
that one's bad.
flat out give that a 5. I'm getting rid of my 5.
I'll give that a 4.
I too will give it a 4.
Okay. The Hunt for Red October.
Oh yeah.
2.
Ooh, I'm gonna go 3.
I'm gonna go. Let's see. You gave it a 3. Alrighty. And Timmy, you gave it what?
Dos.
Dose. I'm gonna give it a 2 as well.
Okay. The Born Supremacy,
Which one's that one?
the second one.
5.
Would you remind me of the story of that one? I've seen it. I just can't remember. I remember 3 and I remember 1 very well. 2.
It's the one where I believe they're running through the downtown. This is a shaky cam one.
Oh, this is Paul Greengrass is
Uh-huh.
directing it.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna. I mean, I think I like the placement of this. I'm gonna put a 4 for this
3.
one.
5.
Hold on.
So I have my 1 and 5.
So sorry, Timmy. Which
How
one?
do you have your 1 and 5? This is the number 3 one.
Left.
Oh,
I have my 1 and
left.
5 left.
Okay, and Taylor, you put it where?
5.
5. Okay, so you have your 1 and 2 left, and I have my 1 and 3 left, and Timmy has 1 and 5. Okay.
Okay. Jack Reacher, Never Back Down.
Which one's that one?
The second one.
The worst of the 2.
2 then.
5.
Okay,
The
so
last one is that's my number 1.
okay, hold on. I'm writing these down.
a good one.
Yeah, another Sean Connery one. Come on.
Ooh, I'm thinking
You
I'm
did
going
too?
to regret not
Okay.
wanting the Hunt for Red October.
I'm going to do the 3. I like that placement. Okay.
All right.
I got my number 1 left too. Taylor's got his number 1. And this is all our number 1s.
Okay. Mission Impossible, Ghost Protocol.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the one in Dubai, right?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's a good one. I mean, I would have, it would have been questionable whether or not I would have put that Hunt for Red October as number 1, but I actually I think I like this as number 1.
Yeah, they're all there.
They're all there.
I'm not a big Tom Cruise guy anymore, and I'm not a big Matt Damon guy anymore.
I'm Matt Damon.
I think Mission Impossible took off after 4, and I think it's just gone uphill.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Looking at these, so Timmy, I liked yours until Quantum of Solace was 4 and the Jack Reacher was 5. I like.
See, I think
I think
either-
Quantum of Solace is garbage.
Oh yeah.
You can intertwine both of those two, though.
Jack Reacher's is much better. Better.
I mean, the Quantum of Solace, the main reason why I picked that one, and I threw it out first personally, because that is to me one of the worst James Bond movies. And because I remember we went and saw it as a family, and we walked out of the theater, and I remember turning to Jeremy, I go, "What was that about?" And he had no clue. And I believe
It took place in Africa. That's what I knew.
and I was just like,
Bond was there.
all I remember was there's explosions, and I think oil was involved.
You are not wrong.
And then didn't they go to South America at one point too?
I believe they were in the Florida Keys also with the
Okay.
Quantum of
Who
Solace.
knows?
All right. And then Taylor's Mission Impossible, Jack Reacher, Hunt for October. I think that's Jack Reacher having your number 2 is close. I like mine. Mission Impossible, Hunt for October, Jack Reacher, Born Supremacy, Quantum of Solace.
See, I go.
That would be my exact
I think I
order.
like my list.
I like my
See,
list.
I'm not. Mine would be Hunt for Red October number 1, and then the rest I don't care.
I'm happy with mine. All right. Anyway,
So, if you couldn't tell, it was Spot.
what was your list, Brett?
What was my list?
What was your list knowing?
My list knowing it would have been Ghost Protocol number 1, Hunt for Red October number 2, Born Supremacy 3, and I'm gonna have to go Jack Reacher 4 and Quantum of Solace 5.
Ooh.
So you're almost online with Timmy. All right. I'm up next and I get Could You Fight It? Okay. You won't be able to guess what movie I pulled this from. You were shrunken down Could you fight an ant?
Ooh. Would it be a lovable ant?
No, this one's going to be hostile.
Oh, okay.
So it's a red ant.
It's a red ant. There we go.
Am I trying to protect a cookie?
Sure. If that's what you need for motivation.
Does a bee intertwine?
No,
No.
no bee, no scorpion. Just you 1v1 ant versus you.
No, no one's going to win.
No one's gonna win.
I'll do the college try.
You'll give the
Yeah,
college.
absolutely.
I feel like had one of those kids been an adult, they could have taken on Auntie back when they were trying to fight it
Mm-hmm.
in Honey I Shrunk the Kid.
Yeah.
But like pound for like pound,
Yeah, they're stronger.
Yeah.
They're going to
But also,
they're going to kill you.
It's
But-
not the size of the fight in the dog, but the size of the dog in the fight.
but also they're
Wait,
limited in
backwards.
their movements because of they're an ant. They're all their legs. I don't know if you're gonna get on their back.
But
they're,
if
they're
it's,
still going to be a lot quicker than you.
Yeah, it's
but
true.
it's 1v1. Like those kids were could have taken out Auntie because there was
So
Multiple.
okay, so to make this interesting, all four of us versus the ant.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, we could destroy that.
I would get a nice little sharp stick.
I would sacrifice you three and then kill the ant.
While he's eating. He's like, yeah,
Yeah.
we did it, guys. Oh, you're dead. All right.
I'm going to go Gattaca.
All right. Next is Timmy, and you get Kiss, Marry, Kill.
All right. Well, last time I had Kiss, Marry, Kill, and I geared it towards you.
Okay. Who are you going to gear it to?
This week, I'm gearing it towards Brett.
No.
Okay.
Okay. This one's different, though. This one's keep, donate, toss.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Headphones, comic books, Chick-fil-A sandwich.
Let's see. I will toss the Chick-fil-A sandwich because that's out of all those.
Like, Obviously, that's not just one Chick-fil-A.
Not just one Chick-fil-A, all Chick-fil-A.
And but do I get them for free if I keep them? Or do I still have to pay for them?
Whatever way you get them, you have to toss them.
Oh, okay. So headphones, Chick-fil-A, and what was the
Comic
third?
books.
Comic books.
I'm keeping headphones. Keep, toss, donate.
Keep, toss, donate.
I'll
So toss. What does that mean?
Throw in the garbage.
But like, toss and donate, aren't they essentially the same thing?
Donate, you donate to like a
How
Goodwill, or
How about
you're
instead
giving
of
it away to somebody.
toss, a one night stand with it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a one time.
You love it before you have to give it away to
Yeah.
somebody.
And it would be Chick-fil-A. And
Yeah.
then I'll donate.
You eat
comics.
half the sandwich and give away the rest.
Yep.
Yeah. I would do, I think what Taylor just said, I would do headphones, Chick-fil-A, and then comic books because I'll wait for the movies.
Yeah.
Don't worry, the movie will be like very underwhelming.
Yeah. We want Disney to disappoint us in the order that they intended.
Yep.
Let's see.
And DC, I should say both.
Oh man, I live like
I
you
had,
know.
I had a hard time picking the third one, which was the Chick-fil-A sandwich, but I knew headphones is like everywhere for you.
Oh yeah.
And then comic books, I know you love them,
Uh-huh.
but like I was trying to think of something different.
Just
for a
like
third.
Jub.
Yeah, good.
Jump
Jump is fantastic.
I
He's
almost texted
everywhere
you
I
and
wanna
asked,
be,
but I was
baby.
like, no, I'm going to keep it.
Let's see. Yeah, because those two are the hardest ones because I have a pair of headphones in my pocket wherever I am at all
Exactly.
time.
Hold on, Brett. If he would have changed this from Chick-fil-A to all chicken sandwiches, how hard would that be? Whoops! As I just smacked the
I
table.
also almost did peanut butter.
Ooh.
Ooh.
If you did chicken sandwiches, peanut butter, and headphones,
Okay, I would be keeping peanut butter because I love peanut butter that much.
Oh, dang it. I should have added peanut butter.
Let's see.
we just want you to kill your favorite thing, and we're gonna watch you do it. We're gonna like
Okay.
it.
No, it's donate.
Do it. Do it. Feel the hatred. inside
Sweating
you.
bullets.
Oh man. I am between a rock and a secondary rock where I'm considering sawing off my arm.
Sophie's choice.
Let's see. Huh.
I'm trying to do new twists on this game. So like,
I'm mad. Every night when I think of these questions, I don't write them down. And I'm like, this is a good one. I'll remember it in the morning to write it down. And I don't.
if I get Kiss, Marry, Kill again, it'll be towards Taylor.
Mine will probably be so random because I am a random person.
Have we ever done it, the hosts? Who would you kiss, marry, kill? It'd be the other three.
No, we haven't.
Well, if you know, I've been thinking about this a lot lately. No, just kidding.
While on the toilet.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Where else are you going to kiss someone?
That question is banned because we don't kill each other.
No, we don't.
Just paradox.
Then it would have to be swirly, noogie, bro hug.
Ooh. I wouldn't do it. I'd give you all bro hugs.
No. Oh man. Okay.
Let's just go back to the original one.
Okay. I'm going to. This is hard. I'm going to, while shaking, hand over my comic books.
Oh, you're donating your comic books, huh?
And then I will be keeping my headphones.
Ooh.
You're killing Chick-fil-A.
Oh, yeah. That was the easiest one to.
All chicken sandwiches.
Dang it! I should have done peanut butter. I'm thinking.
Alrighty, next one.
Hey, what did you do?
Oh yeah, I killed the comic books or whatever. What is the word? Tossed them. Donated Chick-fil-A and kept headphones. Yep.
Nice.
Okay, next one is Taylor, and you got Would You Rather?
I like this one. Would you rather time travel every time you fart or teleport to a random location on Earth every time you go to the bathroom?
That is so interesting that you say that because I was asked a similar question by my students just the other day.
See, my intelligence is that of a 5th grader.
Except they were.
Last year it was 4th grade, so I'm
You're moving on
progressing,
up.
Yes.
They asked me if I time traveled, I could either. If I would travel to the past every time I farted, or travel to the future every time I sneezed. I'm like, I chose fart because I feel as though there's more certainty with the past.
Well, you'd keep going backwards though.
I know.
Eventually, it's just you.
This one is just you teleport you time travel to a random time. It could be in the future, it could be backward, or
location.
Random location on Earth.
I'm going to go with location. And that was by what means?
But every time you go to the bathroom.
Oh, dang, that's a lot.
Every time you go to the bathroom or fart?
So
no,
you go to a random location on Earth every time you go to
so
the
every
bathroom.
time you go into a stall or something, all of a sudden you're in a different stall somewhere else.
So yeah, I mean,
and you come out,
or you
like,
could you'd be going to the bathroom and you end up in the ocean, and then you're like,
oh so
crap.
I'm not just in another bathroom, I'm somewhere.
No, it is a completely random.
Come on, the ocean's the world's bathroom. So,
or you fart in time travel.
Or you fart in time travel.
Does the length of the fart determine how far back you go?
Nope, it's just if it's a little, you're going random.
I all of a sudden don't like this because there's more water on this earth, obviously, than land. And so the odds of me landing in water is pretty high each time.
What does it count if like you cut the stream?
Yeah.
and then
you
yes, yeah. So
it has to be 1 minute of cutting the stream.
Yeah, you'd have to hold it for at least a minute, and then you can proceed to go again. But if you let out a single, then
oh man, but like, how would
over.
you finish? How would you know when to finish? Because when you finish, that's where you're gonna end. Is like
hold on to the toilet paper.
Oh yeah, this is a good one.
So wait, what if you had like one of those like poops where it's just like basically pebbles, and you was
as long as you can hold it for a minute,
and then you hold it on and.
But the question
I'm gonna say you can cut off the stream, but you can't cut off the poop.
Oh.
But once again, the hardest part about this is when do you know when to be done, or you're never done. Essentially, like, okay, I'm somewhere safe. I'm gonna hold it in here the rest of it.
Is it going to be the Earth's surface? You can't like be in the Mariana Trench or something like that.
Earth's surface.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna time travel with a fart.
Yeah, I think you're forcing me to choose time travel because of the water issue, and Antarctica and the North Pole and all that stuff. And
Okay, yeah, I'm going time travel.
at least
yeah, I think-
in time travel, am I in the same location? I assume.
yes.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
So yeah, you'd stay in the same location you're currently.
I
Or
We'll
maybe I
have to-
should maybe I should change it to
what? Hold on. One question.
yes.
I fart while I'm asleep.
You're time traveling.
Oh, shoot. I wake up, I'm in a whole different.
Put a plug.
Honey, can you help me with this?
See, either way, you're like, oh, I like where I'm at, so I'm gonna hold this in, and then you'll probably end up dying because you're just like,
Or it comes
trying
back
to-
out your mouth.
yeah.
But I have a hard time not seeing my kids grow up and all that stuff. So I also want to do the whole.
See, that was the key to everything, was getting you away from the family.
I'm going to go back to the bathroom. I hate this. I hate this because I'm going to
Okay.
fart like 14 times a day. And I'm going to go to the bathroom maybe like 4 times a day.
So here's the way around this. Okay, I think I'm actually going to choose. I'm going to undo that, and I'm going to choose random location, because all you really have to do is just pack around a backpack with a variety of objects, and to help you further along, your bathroom journey,
always have
a
water.
Camelback.
Yeah.
What if it's Terminator style and you get teleported nude?
Well, that's not cool.
the one thing that I thought of for this is like, if you get teleported to like volcano, you're dead.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The middle
I
of
feel- I feel like that's a
hurricane,
small chance.
tornado.
That would be scary. That's more
Eventually,
likely.
I
yeah.
mean, you're playing the odds.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think I'm going to die more likely by a shark than anything. That's why I guess I got to have an inflatable thing in my backpack.
I think I just switched to time travel. And here's why. Because if you go back in the past, and if you happen to get to a point where you can communicate with your family, you can be like, hey, invest in this and this.
There you go.
So you can at least make the lives better for
Of
your
those
family.
around you.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or yourself?
Well, you
But-
won't be. You'll be constantly here, there. You're going to
Yeah.
miss everything, unless by
I'm-
some
I'm
luck of the
sure-
draw.
I'm sure science can come up with something that removes the air from your rectum, and who knows?
One day you're at your daughter's wedding and you're like, "Oh, I missed everything." I'm thinking of Click now.
That guy.
See, this was one that I just kept going back and forth on, because it's like, okay, location, I can still at least contact
You
my
have a
family and
The
talk to
satellite
them.
phone. I'm here.
Or
You tell the military of
Yeah.
like your predicament, like, do you guys want to do some training and like do search and rescue? Because I'm a perfect example of search and rescue.
because it's either you take the chance of, you're more likely to die, I think, by the teleporting, or just the randomness of,
But if I go back into like dinosaur times, because I have millions and billions of years to go back. I don't know if it's billions. Is it billions?
oh, that was another thing. We'll limit it to the amount of time that people have been building civilization.
Okay, so I get to go meet Tuk Tuk.
So yeah, could be caveman up to here on out.
Well, Utah's a very boring place historically. So if I lived here, yeah, I'd have to, let's go move to like England or Italy or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, you could always do that and try and get yourself over. But that's a hard I don't know what I would ultimately pick.
That's a brain scratcher.
Yes, I finally did it.
All right, Brett, you're up next and you got lick off.
All right. So the lick off challenge is the center top shelf of a refrigerator that is located in an abandoned house.
Oh dear.
How much?
So the power's been off probably.
Uh-huh. And the house is abandoned.
How much do you want us to lick?
From the center of so not the back, not the front, but in the center. And I'd like one straight line from beginning of side to end of side.
So is this a... obviously, we may not know what kind of fridge this is. If it's abandoned, it could have like a metal grate kind of style. Didn't they have those?
Yeah.
And then they have glass and they have plastic.
Mhm.
We don't know, right?
We don't know the brand of fridge.
Don't know the brand. Don't know if Indiana Jones used it to save himself from a nuclear blast.
Yeah, we've all done that.
Oh, been there.
All right. What part of the world is this in?
Just an abandoned house that has a refrigerator in it.
Okay, so somewhere relatively close, like in America, Utah, somewhere. Okay. I will start it off at $1 million. Timmy?
500,000.
100,000.
I'll take it down to 50,000.
I will go down to 5,000.
Is there, because this is like a random place, we don't know if there's like food still in there or not, right?
Nope, you have no
Okay.
idea. They could have just,
But
gotten.
we get a pick though, right?
No, it's just
And can we move the food out of the way?
yes,
'Cause
but
that
you
would-
cannot clean the sludge that might be on it.
Okay.
Sludge.
So like, can we look at the abandoned house and be like,
Oh,
okay, this is the one?
probably
So
foamy.
if we go into the abandoned house and there's no refrigerator, it doesn't count. So we basically have to
Move on.
go.
Are you choosing the abandoned house, Brett?
Oh, we're just gonna go like trick or treaters. Just
Okay.
like, you know what?
Not this one.
So the first one that we
Uh-huh.
find is
That,
the one.
that has a
Uh-huh.
fridge.
Uh-huh.
Okay. What if there's a freezer in the garage?
There's a dead body in there.
I mean, there could be.
No, we're just doing fridges.
We're at 5,000.
Mm-hmm.
Is that where
Yeah.
Taylor left off?
That's where I left off.
Well, I'd take a chance at 4,500.
I'll do 2,000.
I'm going to go down to $500.
Ooh, making it interesting. Gritty.
I'll go $400. $499.99.
I'll go $300.
Oh, you're the worst.
I am.
I'm out. I don't want to do that. I mean, there's a chance that there's nothing in there, which
Mhm.
would be like, oh, that's easy.
It's a gamble.
But man, if you get a bad one,
Yeah.
oh,
But just the fact that the fridge has been off, no matter if it did have something in it or not, still either way, it's going to be sour.
but what if the house was abandoned when it was brand new? I mean,
Yeah,
then,
could happen.
Possible.
then it's like, oh, you open it up. Oh, it-
Easy
it's
20
okay.
bucks.
Yeah.
If it was a new house, though, when it was abandoned, we'd probably walk past it not knowing it's an abandoned new house.
I'm going to go down to 200.
We're going to give it to you.
Cool.
It's all the things you're going to be liking, Timmy. All right. I'm up next, and I get Desert Island. Okay. You get to choose some fellow friends to join you on this desert island that you'll be stuck on. Will it be A, Ewoks, B, the Minions, or C, the Jawas?
Let's see.
I'm taking the minions.
You could be their leader.
I'd be the leader and I'd be more likely to get off the island.
Would you though? Because any
Bob.
food that they came across, they would eat it first, and
And
then
they mess up everything they do.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
I'm their leader.
I think Jawas you'd be more likely to get off the island with.
yeah, I think Jawas.
Oh, what? With their with the slowest machine known to man? Just
But they're very tech savvy.
Mm-hmm.
are they though? Because the red droid, as soon as Owen bought it, or whatever his name was.
Well, we all know. Okay, out of all three options, the Ewoks would be the worst, unless you're deciding to you abandon all.
You want
hope.
something to snuggle.
Yeah, if you want something to snuggle, Ewoks.
No,
all the
if
way.
you-
And Minions second.
I'm going with Minions.
You know what? Actually, I take that back. As I'm walking through this, I'm going Ewoks because if we get found, that's a plus. But you know what? You know what the Ewoks could do? Build like a little tree hut city.
There you go. That's two. True. So Timmy, you're choosing
Minions.
Minions, Taylor Minions,
I'm
and then you're
taking
choosing
Minions.
Ewoks, surprisingly.
Enjoy being stuck on that island forever and slowly starving.
I feel like you can see a bright yellow thing. From
I think
a
I would-
distance.
I would want to choose the Jawas, but I also don't like the way they talk. Is that racist?
Yeah.
a little bit.
See, with the Minions, though, you are going to have a good time.
It's true. It's true. And they'll put their lives ahead of yours. I mean, yeah, your life ahead of theirs.
Yeah, because it's the rule that they follow.
I mean, you draw a line in the sand, they ain't
Mhm.
passing that line.
Yeah. Except if they fall.
Except if they fall.
All right. I'll probably end up choosing the Minions too. All right, Critical, aka Timmy. Sorry, my blunder. How much is what you got?
Okay. How much would you have to be paid to complete all of the following? 2 years without a phone, 4 years without TV.
Are they? Could they be at the same time?
Yes, all at the same time. 2 years without a phone, 4 years without TV, 6 years without a toilet,
Oh wow.
8 years without internet.
So I'm just curious. Not that this is going to help me at all, but could I choose to like do my 2 years first and then 4 years after that, and then the 6 years after that? You know,
I think you could do it in any particular order as long as you're.
you get them done.
As long as you get them done, that's fine. But you can also do them all at once. So
I'd
that
rather-
way, when you hit 2 year mark, I get back my phone. And then in 4 years, I get back my TV. So every 2 years, you get something back.
What was the 6 and 8?
So 6 years without toilets,
Okay.
8 years without internet.
The 8 years is what's probably going to kill me.
Okay, I would do 3 at the same exact time. I would do the internet, TV, and phone all at the same exact time because, if you can get through the first 2 years without your phone and then obviously no TV for those 2 years. And then that one, it's just like, oh, shucks, darn, I can't stream anything. I can't watch anything. So it's, basically pointless. And then I'm going to take the 6 years without a toilet from the last 6 years of my life where I'm basically doing every single thing in my,
In your diaper.
in my diaper.
I was just going to do all those at the same time and just be a hermit in the woods because of no internet, no phone,
We know where your money's going towards.
no bathroom.
Diapers.
But see, you got to also backload it because your phone won't have Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So you got to do the 2 years without the phone at the end. So year 6 of being without Wi-Fi.
yeah.
So you get them all back at
So-
once.
There you go.
So
I like
out of
that.
curiosity, if you go the diaper route, are you going to be like a toddler where you're like, you tell your wife, change me,
I made a
and
boom
you go,
boom.
and you go lay down?
I need boom boom in my pants.
No,
Okay, dear.
I'm going like hermit and going out in the woods and
Yeah.
I'll dig a hole.
So let's do
and-
this in reverse, like you said. I like your idea. So internet's gone for the full 8 years. And then 6 years. So if you start, you'd have 2 years of bathroom and then you'd start no bathroom.
But you don't get paid until all of
Oh,
them
yeah,
are
I know. I'm just thinking about doing it this way. 4 years was what?
done.
TV.
4 years without TV.
Okay. So you could have 4 years with TV and then
So
you could have
year-
you'd want to have TV definitely while the internet's out, but that's out the whole time.
See, all of this is doable except for the bathroom.
See,
I could do that without the bathroom.
yeah, I could go out in the woods. I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
Go to the
The
lake.
internet is the hardest part for me. But also you want to do 2 years of phone and then 4 years of TV, like
Mhm.
back to back. And so as soon as you lose one, you get the other one back.
Mhm.
I'd start off with, I'd finish so I'd start the 4.
Was there a 1 year? Sorry.
No, just
Okay.
2, 4, 6, 8.
I got them all.
So yeah, I would have I'd lose TV at the beginning,
Uh-huh.
and then I would get it back, and then I'd go 2 years, and then wait, and then lose the phone.
The phone and the internet have to be simultaneous, right? Because I imagine
Your choice.
everything has to be offline at that point.
Your
Well, I mean,
choice.
you could always, get this cable count as
As what? Cable doesn't work because it requires the internet to still access it on your phone.
I know that's no, but I'm
Like
talking about
satellite?
TV.
Oh, TV.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, TV would work without internet. Yeah.
Okay. Because what I guess if I'm going to actually take this seriously, instead of just throwing that all out, I think it would be 8 without the internet, right?
8 years, no internet.
So I think the first 2 years I would just be without internet. Then during start of year 3 to year 4, it'd be no phone. And then I get my phone back. And then for the next 4 years, during that time, I would have no TV, but I would have my phone. And so I at least had like some time. And then I guess in between there, probably between year 1 and year 5 or 6, that would be the no bathroom, or basically, using the great outdoors as my bathroom. Go find a friend with a pool.
All right. Well, the dollar value that I would need to do this, I'm thinking $50 million. I'm sorry, but this is a terrible inconvenience on my life.
Oh, definitely. Because it goes down to the bathroom and whatnot. If it's going to be an inconvenience, like I'm going to have to plan so many different. I could get thousands of dollars of fines for in going to the toilet in public places indecently or
But
whatnot.
If you're wearing a diaper, who cares?
That is true.
You can't do the diaper though. That's too messy.
Not if it's number 1. Number 2 is messy. Number
Can you
2,
imagine being in front of a classroom. Hold on. And so we're talking about
Yeah, it's like the
yeah.
Dirty Rotten Scoundrels. Excuse me. I
If
have
you-
to go to the bathroom.
If you chose one of those, my number obviously would go down. But because it's all of them, it's 50. It adds up. It's just math.
If If you took out the bathroom, I will do it for $2 million. But with the bathroom, with the inconvenience, with all the other expenses, with all the public indecency and stuff like that, yeah, I'm with Jeremy. $50 million.
$50 million.
Mhm.
See, I'm not worried about the bathroom. I can.
You live near the lake.
Yeah.
If you didn't take away the internet, I would do this significantly for less.
That's why I put the internet at the highest. Because it is like,
Because
it rules our lives almost.
There are ways around no phone and no TV that I can get around, and I'm
Well,
fine with that.
The thing with the phone though is that you need Wi-Fi for it to be able to do stuff.
Or cell service, yeah. So that's where, but I would go and get one of those other goggles that are like Apple's or Facebook's, or unless you're still classifying that as a cell phone.
I mean, anything that, it's.
But you still need
It's
Wi-Fi for. Those
I know,
to
but
work.
like I could get around it with like no. Yeah, the internet. See, that's why I'm saying if we could get rid of the no internet for 8 years, I could do this.
Well, because again, think about this. You would have to possibly, if it's like very rule heavy, you would have to possibly not have the job that you have.
Yep, exactly.
You'd basically have to live in an impoverished lifestyle to be able to get this done. And
I'd be with my kids without entertainment for years.
It's tough.
And
Yeah.
it would be hard.
tack on an extra $10 million for that.
Yeah.
Talk about you'd be really good at board games.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, let's move on. All right. We're going to start the first episode of the most rewatchable 80s movies. So, with that in mind, this just set the ground rules because everybody likes ground rules. It's your favorite thing. We have not watched every single 80s movies. We are not paid to watch every 80s movies. So we do the best we can. And these are the ones that we have watched. Majority of us have watched. So we can actually have an opinion on it.
So leave us alone.
Yeah. So stop writing nasty comments on our pages. Karen. Yeah. All right. I am getting this ready, but the first one that we can start talking about, why I'm getting this ready for everybody to see, is Empire Strikes Back versus Uncle Buck.
Empire Strikes
Empire
Back.
Strikes
Empire
Back.
Strikes Back.
When it's the best Star Wars out
Yes,
of all
it's-
of them.
I do like Uncle Buck, and I like I like John Candy and his approach to that crazy uncle. But man, when you put it up against Star Wars, the best Star Wars movie of 9+ movies, yeah, I'm sorry, it goes down.
You know, the funny thing about that is one of my friends posted a picture on Facebook the other day where they had, they had the Uncle Buck pancake.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, props to you for being able to possibly finish that.
I've made the Uncle Buck pancake, but I never ate it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like a big one?
Oh yeah.
You have to put it in the oven, right?
No.
Oh.
I cooked it when I was in Idaho. I cooked it on a large flat top griddle, and I used 2 spatulas to flip it.
Oh, okay.
But I didn't just like flip it in its place. I flipped it from one side of the griddle to the other side.
That's cool.
See, and that's why you're the Jeffrey Dahmer of the group.
You know how to cook your food.
Yeah.
Oh, pancakes are so good.
I love pancakes.
I am giving Uncle Buck a vote.
Yes. As the person that doesn't really like Star Wars, I mean, that was quite clear.
Well, you can't. Yeah, I mean, that
Did
one
you,
is the
you
goat.
did not click submit score.
I did not. I slapped myself on the hand. Stop it. Okay. So, I didn't put the score back.
Way to go, Jer.
I
You
have
had
one job. All right. Empire Strikes Back's move. I can't talk. Empire Strikes Back moves on. Okay. Next one. The Thing versus The Great Outdoors.
The Thing is perhaps one of the greatest horror movies of all time.
Really?
Oh yes.
That's
The Thing is good.
it's a bold statement, Cotton.
I'll take The Thing.
Yes, I'll take The Thing for $500, Alex.
Okay. I'm choosing The Great Outdoors because I've never seen The Thing. And that's a bold statement. That's the greatest horror movie of all time.
It is. It is fantastic. It holds up to this day.
I'm going to have to watch this and find out for myself.
See,
I
it's-
have
Just like LeVar Burton tells
It's
me.
because you never know.
and
who it is, or-
The ending is very
A sad
open.
Open.
Yeah.
Was there a
that's
sequel?
true.
No, they tried to make some sequels in comic form. Like I went down a massive
The Thing rabbit hole.
yes.
a thing
I
hole.
was not going to say that. Thank you for saying that for me. I saw so many people on YouTube videos do like massive dissertations on the entirety
Wow.
of the whole thing. They did a 2011 movie,
Uh-huh.
and I thought that was because it was called The Thing. Also, that they
That'd be a good sequel. The Thing,
Thing
also.
I thought they were doing. They basically were just doing what Hollywood does is we don't have any original ideas, so we'll just remake it. No, actually, it was the prequel to The Thing, but stupidly they never made it really well known that it was the prequel because The Thing takes place in an Alaskan research facility, and the movie starts off with a dog being chased by some Swiss scientists. However, that's how the end of the 2011 prequel starts.
Interesting. All right, Timmy, what are you choosing? I'm choosing The Great Outdoors because, I don't know The Thing.
I'm gonna go with The Thing.
All right, Thing moves on.
What happens if we have a tie?
I was thinking about that. Either we can go by the IMDb rating, which is the number that you're seeing on the side of these numbers. So
Oh.
The Thing is 8.2. Great Outdoors is 6.6. And just so you know, I had ChatGPT do kind of like the typical bracketing order where it'd be number one versus, number
Mhm.
Wow, we are
Okay.
using so much science.
science. That's
Science
why.
rules.
All right. Next one is The Shining, aka The Shining, versus Top Gun. That's interesting. Top Gun has a 6.9.
I'm going Top Gun.
I'm gonna go Top Gun.
I'm going to go
too.
Top Gun.
I'm gonna go Shining.
Because as we're
Oh.
doing the most rewatchable.
The Shining is boring.
Now, the one thing I like is I like the made for TV version so much more than the Jack Nicholson version. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that one. I know Brett
Yeah.
has.
I'm just giving a nod to it.
But that one is it was great. There's a guy from Wings, right? That was in it?
Wings.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah. All right, next one. Untouchables versus Teen Wolf.
Now, I really liked Teen Wolf back in the day, but you know what?
Oh.
The Untouchables was the first rated R movie my parents gave me permission to watch.
I think we watched that in high school one time. So
I think I watched it either in high school. I think I did. I watched it in high school or earlier, maybe.
yeah, I'm gonna go with the Untouchables. It is great.
I'll go Teen Wolf. I haven't seen either of them, so
I like Michael J. Fox, but
You just like it when that boy stands up in the crowd.
sure, I haven't seen it. So
Apparently, like,
They're
if you watch something, I think a kid has his pants down in the audience or something like that. Has anybody else seen that, Timmy?
No.
It's a thing that like it is very often clickbait, like blunders that you in movies that you didn't know that were there. Like for example, Gladiator, somebody wearing a watch and stuff like that. And like this one is like when everybody goes to sit down from an audience, like after like cheering for Teen Wolf, this guy's still standing and his pants are down or something. So anyway,
oh yeah, 100% Teen Wolf. Then that's hilarious if they missed that.
The Untouchables is a long movie, and I feel like
It is so rewatchable, though. Oh my
it is
word.
until a certain point. Until about like once they
The
capture
elevator? Or
Yeah, no. Until they capture Al Capone.
are
or
you
whatever.
kidding? What got me, and I begged my parents to let me watch it because it was on TV. And I saw the part in the courtroom. And that is what
See, that's the part that I find boring, and then the roof part. I don't know why.
The roof and the courtroom part got me into it. And then my parents said, okay. And then I don't think they'd ever seen it. And so the introductory cafe scene, my dad was watching it with me. And I think it was one of those things where like, oh, I think I've made a terrible mistake.
I don't remember the cafe scene.
With the little girl
Yeah.
and the suitcase?
Mhm.
The little girl in the suitcase.
Mister, you forgot your bag.
Oh,
You forgot your.
oh, okay. Now I remember. Okay, yep.
Yeah, Teen Wolf.
Okay, so I'm doing Untouchables still. You're doing Teen Wolf. Timmy, did you vote
Untouchables.
Untouchables? Brett, you're voting Untouchables.
Untouchables, because it also has a fantastic soundtrack.
It does have a soundtrack. All right, next one is Raiders of the Lost Ark
Du-du-dun,
and versus
Dun-dun.
Dirty Dancing.
This is not fair. It's Raiders.
du-du-dun, du-dun,
Versus what?
du-du-du-du.
Raiders versus Dirty Dancing.
Actually, I'm gonna go.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
I'm gonna go Dirty Dancing because it's Big Bang Theory ruined Raiders for me
I was just thinking that.
because Indiana Jones plays no part.
Yeah, if he
Yeah.
was not in the movie, nothing different
it would all end
happen.
up the same.
But
So
the-
Raiders
You know-
of the Lost Ark is number one, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
However, I do enjoy Raiders of the Lost Ark, and I do not enjoy Dirty Dancing. So
Yeah,
I'm going with Raiders of the Lost Ark.
that's where I'm at too.
I mean, I knew Raiders was going to win, but the
I'm
fact
going with
that-
our females and going with Dirty Dancing.
Oh.
Okay. So now we have a tie, 2-2. So either we can go with IMDb's rating, or we can
IMDb.
ask ChatGPT, whatever you guys want.
IMDb rating versus ChatGPT.
Yeah.
I don't.
I think ChatGPT would throw more of a wrench in the whole thing.
Okay.
So
I say-
let's go with, I don't know. I think we should do the unpredictability.
Let's do the fifth entity of our podcast, the ChatGPT.
Yeah, it is kind of like a
Welcome. Thank you for the gold sticker.
it is kind of a host.
Would you like to play a game?
Okay. I'm just going to take a screenshot so I don't have to type it all up and waste all that time.
Too bad ChatGPT can't speak.
Or
Yet.
can
Yeah.
it?
It can listen
It can speak.
with a voice.
It can speak with a voice.
Oh,
There's-
let's put it on mic.
I don't
Mike,
I don't
Mike,
use it enough to
Mike,
do that.
Mike it up.
Of course, you're going to say, no, I asked you of 2 movies they took a screenshot of.
I've never known that it could do that. So
What? That it could do what?
that you could take a screenshot and it would.
Oh yeah. Like if you take a screenshot, I do this occasionally for other things, but like I've done this for crossword puzzles. It can solve a whole crossword puzzle if you take a screenshot of it or a picture of it.
Wow.
And
Wow.
what's the other one I just said?
Dirty Dancing.
Dirty Dancing. Thank you.
Dirty Dancing or what?
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Raiders. I'm gonna ask two.
It's not.
So if I had to pick one to rewatch over and over, it would be Raiders of the
Why
Lost
would it give a definitive answer regarding that, but not
shows
the,
Raiders.
the
Yeah.
host?
Oops. Raiders.
It shows Raiders.
It
Yeah.
doesn't
Right.
want to hurt our feelings.
Okay. Raiders moves on. Princess Bride or Weird Science?
I gotta go with Princess Bride
Princess Bride.
all the way. It's classic.
As much as I didn't grow up with it in my life, I still would agree with that.
Inconceivable.
It is. And then after listening to the book by Carrie Eulis is even better.
Hmm.
Brett?
I'm not going to allow that to have a clean wash, so I'm going to go Weird Science.
Oh,
Weird Science, is that the one with is it Patrick Swayze? No, Val Kilmer?
No.
Oh, this is the one where they make the girl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Definitely that. So I'm just curious so far. We've had so far the 1 seed beat the 32, 17 beat 16.
not that it matters.
Yeah. Oh, the 24 beat the 9, which is
Mm.
Top Gun beat the Shining. And the
The Untouchables trounce Teen Wolf.
Yep.
You know, we should, when we create a list like this the next time,
Mhm.
which is probably gonna be for like the 90s, we should have ChatGPT when we finalize our list. Let ChatGPT seed them in the order that they think is the best.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Yeah, there we go. All right. Next, another Indiana Jones. Indiana Jones, and the best one, if you ask me, and the
Mhm.
Last Crusade versus Adventures in Babysitting.
Last Crusade by a landslide.
Yeah. Adventures of Babysitting. I think it had its moment, and its moment lasted for like half of 1987, and then we all moved on.
Interesting fact about Adventures in Babysitting: it did terrible in its opening weekend, but then shot up like 20% in the second weekend.
Oh wow.
Wow.
If it was going against almost a lot of other movies, there would have been a chance. But Last Crusade's the better of all the Indiana
Oh,
Jones.
yeah.
Clearly, yes.
Yep.
I'm glad
So-
that you didn't put Temple of Doom in there.
You have chosen wisely.
And if you did, I didn't see it.
I don't know if I did or not. So, all right. Next one is Breakfast Club versus Police Academy
I
2.
really like
Their
the
first
Breakfast
assemble.
Club. I had not seen it, and I was forced to watch it probably about 15 years ago. And I was just like, why did I fight so hard? Because I go against pop culture at times. I fought so hard to not watch The Breakfast Club, and I really enjoyed that. And I do think that's very watchable. Whereas Police Academy 2, I remember we would go to Smith's and rent Police Academies from time to time, and the covers looked so fun. And then you'd watch it, and you're like, this is less fun.
I like Police Academy. I don't know which one this is.
Neither-
My son, obviously based off its name is the first assignment. This is the one where they're actually in the streets and they're given like a senior police officer that they have to tag along with. Breakfast Club is okay. I think it's okay. I don't think it's great. I'm gonna go Police Academy.
I'm gonna go Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club.
Okay. All right. And then, so that concludes the first round of the first bracket, and we will go on to the next round for that one. Empire Strikes Back versus The Thing.
Oh,
You guys, I'm going to let you talk it out.
This one.
this one's not cut and dry. I mean, the best horror movie, perhaps of all time, versus the best Star Wars movie.
I have to give it to The Empire Strikes Back. I think it's so iconic, so rewatchable, and I think it changed Star Wars. Even though it was the second one out, but so good.
Agreed. Like, that's the one. Yeah, where Luke finds out, in case you haven't noticed or heard.
Do you know what I hate? Okay. I'm saying this as a non-Star Wars fan, but when people were like, it's so obvious he was the father because, Darth Vader is German for father. I'm like, that doesn't mean anything. It literally means like Darth is like pretty much like dark, right? So dark father, like that didn't mean anything. That just means he's the father of, darkness, so to speak.
Yeah, screw you, Pitch Perfect.
So, yeah, that wasn't Pitch Perfect. So I think that's a dumb argument that you could have seen it coming. Anyway.
Okay, I'm going to go with The Thing because it is the best horror movie, and it also doesn't have the slow Dagobah scene, which I always had a
lull.
The Dagobah is, what is that? Is that
Yoda?
With Yoda? That's where is that where Luke's taking him around on his back or whatever?
Run, jump.
I'm going to take The Thing as well, and nobody saw that coming, I'm sure. Let's see. ChatGPT.
Come on, buddy.
Come on, old pal.
Ooh.
It is going to be Empire Strikes
It's
Back.
going to be
It's
Empire Strikes
way
Back.
more iconic than The Thing.
Come
Yeah.
on.
I'll be surprised.
Oh, make sure that you put 19.
The 1980s.
Let's see.
Yeah.
It was 82.
Okay, well, did it say?
Let's see.
Okay, so yeah, it did say that. So, but it did choose Empire Strikes Back.
Okay. I'm not surprised it picked that. So
No.
Empire Strikes Back. I can't say that phrase. Empire Strikes Back. There we go.
Empire is pleased.
Okay, next one is Top Gun versus The Untouchables.
The Untouchables easily.
Top Gun.
I feel like I desperately need to watch Top Gun. I've never felt that more than the last couple of years
Well,
I need to.
Do you feel the need?
The need for speed.
Yes.
Okay, so Taylor chooses Top Gun. Timmy? I know Brett chooses The Untouchables.
I mean, just watch the beach volleyball scene in Top Gun, and you'll be.
I know that there are
Wistful.
There are cheesy moments in Top Gun, like the beach scene.
Yes.
But The Untouchables definitely has like really like savory content that it kind of brings you, want to bring you back, and then the soundtrack is great too.
You guys, this
But
is
you
a
have
good
Kenny Rogers in
Kenny Rogers Chicken.
Kenny Loggins. I don't know.
I don't know.
Kenny Loggins.
Kenny
not Kenny-
Loggins.
This is a good opportunity for you guys to try and sway me because Untouchables is rewatchable, but is not highly rewatchable in my opinion.
See, here's my thing. Like he brought up the cheesiness in the beach volleyball scene.
Uh-huh.
You have the exact same thing in Maverick, and everyone loves Maverick.
Yeah.
With the
I
cheesy
didn't love
football.
Maverick. It was entertaining.
Well, like what was it? I came home from work the other day, and Top Gun was on the TV, and I got to the point where Goose dies, and
Goose dies.
What?
and I was sitting there thinking,
What Top Gun are you watching?
and I'm sitting there like, that was the most like non-intense thing. Like it, that they like fast forward his head hitting the top of whatever, breaking his neck, and then everybody escapes, and it says, and then suddenly they're in the water, Goose, 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 and it's over. And I'm like, I would have expected that to like be a little bit more lasting, whereas the deaths in Untouchables are heartbreaking. Sean Connery's death is heartbreaking.
Sadness.
The
accountant
in the elevator, heartbreaking. The police officer that you watch, that you know let the mob in to kill the accountant, turning around and walking away, like all of the deaths. The train station scene. That the Naked Gun 33 and the third spoof.
Yep. That was a good scene. All right, so we have one for Top Gun. That was Taylor. Timmy, did you choose Top Gun?
I haven't yet.
Okay.
And by the way, I know I'm on an unpopular vote for this, but I don't get how Top Gun Maverick made it the $1 billion club.
Huh.
I don't get it. Like, it's fine. It was a fine movie.
Oh yeah.
I just don't get how it made $1 billion.
It was purely Tom Cruise.
Well, I think it's two reasons. We had so many superhero. I think we were at superhero fatigue. We were also at constant, like
coming back from COVID too.
We were coming back from COVID, but also we weren't being super like preachy or whatnot. It was just like, oh well, you know what? We need to do this because undescript country over here is, causing global warming or something like that, and just kind of being super preachy, where it was just a turn your brain
It
off.
went back to the basics.
Yeah,
Yes,
for me,
thank you.
I thought Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning was far and away better than
Oh yeah,
Maverick.
no, I totally agree. Agree that the Mission Impossible was far better than Maverick, but where we were in society,
Yeah.
where we were all locked down and we had no entertainment, and then everything was super before we went in, it was super preachy. We had the Eternals, that fantastic, that instant classic.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
What's up, Disney?
I'm going with The Untouchables.
All right. I guess it's just me, and
But see, here's the thing with all those sad deaths. Do you really want to rewatch all those deaths over and over again?
Because they're meaningful. In fact, that was the thing that I saw when I saw Goose's death. I'm like, was that meaningful, or did it just happen to just?
Yeah, I mean,
push the plot forward.
I haven't seen The Untouchables, and I feel like I don't really have any skin in the game in this one.
Well,
it's Al Capone.
I don't
and all
love Top Gun.
haven't seen Top Gun. I am going to give it to ChatGPT to choose because I
Ooh.
can't decide. So I'm giving Top Gun my vote because I can't choose because Top Gun is an action movie. Action movies, in my opinion, Untouchables is, you could say action, but it's more drama.
I don't. Jennifer Connelly.
Yeah.
I bet you ChatGPT chooses Top Gun.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
P.S. Jennifer Connelly has aged very well.
She has.
Good job.
I don't even know what other movies she's in besides those. What else is
She was in the movie Quarantine, wasn't she?
Well, see,
She was in that movie? I thought that was. I only know of the girl from Titanic and Quarantine.
but see, she aged naturally. Not
Wasn't that
like
Quarantine?
The zombie
everyone.
movie?
Oh no,
Yeah,
I'm
it
thinking
takes
of.
place in a building.
Oh, okay, never mind. I haven't seen it then.
Isn't she also the voice of Friday
Friday.
in the Avenger or Iron Man or
Friday. Who's Friday?
The suit.
the AI voice
Yeah,
that
after
replaces
Jarvis. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that, but maybe. Yeah. I am having a hard time talking.
Or it's in Peter Parker's suit. I don't know.
Untouchables. That's funny.
All right.
All right. Here's survey says. Oh, he's thinking for a while. And
Error.
Top Gun wins. Kim. I don't know. I just feel like Top Gun must be a reason that it's popular, and so I can't dismiss it because I haven't seen it.
I think Top Gun might be more iconic
Yeah.
Yes.
for sure.
All right.
Oh, this
Raiders of
is
the
a
Lost Ark
hard
versus The Princess Bride. This one's
Oh
easy
wait,
for
no,
me.
it's not. I thought
if it was Crusades,
it would have been hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Princess Bride.
I would say Princess Bride as well. I honestly, I could go the rest of my life without watching 1 and 2 of Indiana Jones.
See, I was one of those weird kids that liked Temple of Doom growing up.
Actually, I'll add to that. If there was any others after 3, I would probably not watch those either for the rest of my life.
But yeah, I like Crusade, and I'm with Timmy. I like the Temple of Doom too.
It was the inventor of the PG-13.
The Adventure of
The
PG-13.
inventor of the PG-13.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Came out.
That and Gremlins.
Because they came out in 87 then.
They came out in the 80s, yeah.
Because I think 87 was the year that PG-13 started.
Yeah, that was the reason. Because someone pulled a guy's heart out.
Doggy. They do that in Dumb and Dumber. So Brett, I imagine you choosing what?
I'm gonna choose the Lost Ark. I've seen The Princess Bride once, and I'm fine with my once. I saw it I know exactly what movie theater it was.
Oh, you saw it in theater, huh?
Oh yeah, I saw it in the movie theater. You know where that Kmart was up by Parley's.
There was a movie theater up there?
Yeah,
For those of our viewers that don't know, Kmart is like a
it's like a
Walmart, but without groceries.
Yeah, so it's like a Target before they did
Yeah,
groceries.
You know where Cowboy Grub was?
Yeah, there's a movie theater up there.
There was in between there was this business. Now it's been probably for many years just some sort of corporate office type of a building, but it was a movie theater, and that's where I saw Batman.
Oh.
Also.
And then Timmy, did you vote?
Batman's not on this list.
Yes, it is.
It is?
It is.
Okay.
It's just probably on next
Okay.
week's or something.
I'm gonna go Princess Bride.
All right. Princess Bride moving on its way up. Okay.
Sheer quotability on the
Yes.
Princess Bride.
I would agree with that.
Trumps that.
Next round, this is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade versus Breakfast Club.
Crusade.
Crusade. I don't think Breakfast Club.
Breakfast Club.
No, you're just giving a pity vote.
Yeah, but it's even so.
Okay. We are now what is this?
We are at the
Whatever. This is the
Elite Eight. I
Elite
believe.
8. Okay. That makes sense. Well, it wouldn't be 16? Sweet 16?
Oh, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because we do have another
Side.
side. Okay, yeah. So the Sweet 16.
Yeah. Empire Strikes Back and Top Gun.
See,
This is going to be a painful one for me.
Yeah.
See,
Empire Strikes Back.
I'm going Empire Strikes Back. And here's the reason, like, because of this movie is the only reason why I will still maybe possibly give future Star Wars things a second chance.
But isn't Return of the Jedi supposed to be the better one? Or is
No.
it this one?
This
Well,
one.
This one.
Oh,
There's the, I guess it depends.
number
on
2
when
is
you were
supposed to be the
born.
better one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought number 3 was always supposed to be the better one.
No.
Oh, okay. My bad.
It's the thing against number 3 was the Ewoks.
Oh.
You either loved the Ewoks or you thought it was stupid.
That was like the best thing about Star Wars, in my opinion, back when I was a kid.
You're an Ewok kid.
Yeah,
Mm.
I was
Yeah,
an Ewok.
I'm an Ewok kid. I love me some
Timmy,
Ewoks.
are you an Ewok kid?
I've dabbled.
I'm indifferent.
I've dabbled. I've dabbled a little here and there, you know, when you feel it.
We're getting a little personal here.
So that was Taylor's pick, right? Empire Strikes Back. Brett, Tim?
Oh, it's easy. Empire Strikes Back.
I shouldn't have asked you. I knew.
Come on, Timmy.
Timmy?
Are you going? Are you in the danger zone,
I'm in a galaxy far away.
or are you in a galaxy far?
Yeah, I got to go with the Empire.
I am just going to give one nod to Top Gun because I don't care.
You should do a rewatch.
A rewatch of Star Wars.
Star Wars, yeah.
And then for Top Gun, an actual watch.
Do you know I actually watched all the Star Wars movies one time with Taylor, and it was the first time for a lot of those movies. Do you remember doing that?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And I was like, oh, I've never seen this before.
Now, did you watch them in order, or did you watch them like
We watched them in order, didn't we?
Yeah,
So
we
like-
started with the Phantom Menace and we went up.
Oh, that's a shame. You should have done the order in which they were released.
4, 5, 6,
6,
1,
1, 2, 3. Yeah.
7, 8, 9?
Or do the machete order like from Big Bang.
What's the
Where-
machete order?
So you start with, I think, 1 and 2, then you rewatch the prequels as like a flashback
Oh, okay.
and finish with Return of the Jedi.
Interesting.
Oh, interesting.
And don't forget Rogue One.
Oh, the
Rogue
One.
One's the best.
If it was between Rogue One and Empire, that would be one of the hardest things for me.
Oh, it's easy. It's Empire.
Still Empire.
No, it's
I would be on Taylor's team all the way.
I think
Okay,
I would go Rogue One.
ChatGPT. Who?
Okay, if you really want.
Rogue One or The Empire
No.
Strikes Back. You just have that ending where Vader is trying to get the plans back. It's like,
And I know ChatGPT's on me and Tim's side.
Let's see.
I'm sure
Absolutely.
it will be, but
All right.
Empire Strikes Back is more watchable, it says. Let's see. Yep. It's more fun, engaging, and endlessly watchable.
We
would be
honored if you would join us.
I'm sorry, but it's not more entertaining.
Yeah, it's not. The only caveat is I don't really care for the opening part in Rogue One when they're in that like city where the temple is.
Mm-hmm.
That part's a little, it's like the
Yeah, it
Asian
gets a little
guy that's
slow.
blind was not so entertaining.
Have you watched Andor at all?
No, I couldn't get into it. I've
See-
heard that you need to like continue to watch it and it gets good.
Yeah,
but
I
I'm like,
watched the first episode 3 times because I thought I missed something, and I was just like, no, it's just boring.
All right. The next one is Princess Bride versus Indiana Jones, The Last Crusade.
Indiana Jones,
I know you were.
Last Crusade.
I'm going to wait unless somebody else needs to wait, but I'm going to hold back my pick because I am undecided at this
I
time.
am very
Whatever you
undecided
do,
right
don't
now.
choose poorly.
Oh,
You can choose
I
Wesley,
mean-
though.
The Last Crusade is one of the last movies with River Phoenix.
Oh, that's right.
I mean, he was in it for such an insignificant amount of time, if you ask me.
I know, but still,
I-
little nod.
I think I'm gonna go Crusade.
Okay.
I mean, I think it's the role for Sean Connery in there is totally different than what we've seen him in normal stuff.
I know that's what really I enjoyed about it is his seriousness at the very beginning, but his comedicness
Junior,
throughout.
You're named after the dog?
you're named after the dog.
I'm gonna make Timmy's life a little bit more difficult. I'm choosing Princess Bride.
It's very, very close.
I'm
That's
gonna
what I'd have to
say Comedy lends itself to rewatchability. Princess Bride.
I
But
would argue
there's-
that Last Crusade has comedic.
It does.
Exactly.
It does. But which one would you consider more a comedy, like a movie that is comedic? Do you think Indiana Jones' primary genre is comedy?
Oh, so
I wouldn't classify Princess Bride as primary genre as a comedy. I would
Oh, is it
Classify-
adventure?
Fantasy?
No, I would classify it as a children's section. If I were to put this in a blockbuster or whatnot, it would not be in the comedy section. It would be in the children's section,
Okay, but
It-
children
right,
like comedy.
right next to the Neverending Story.
Ugh,
see,
how dare you put those two together?
I mean, if you consider kidnapping comedy, then okay.
Yeah,
Just-
I connect comedy. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. No, that this is a very.
I mean, Home Alone's a comedy, and that's
I mean,
almost.
let's
kidnapping.
face it, though. Either way you go, I mean,
Everybody's
except
a
for
winner.
probably
both movies I would say are
Right.
pretty iconic and are.
Yes, both of them are very iconic.
I
You know-
mean,
actually. You know what? I'm switching to the Princess Bride
Ha!
oh,
because I remember the quotability.
Yep.
I quote that. Oh, wait, yeah.
as you
Except for
wish.
the you choose poorly, but that's more of How I Met Your Mother reasoning is why I said
She
that.
chose
Wesley.
I feel like with Indiana Jones though, you get more about Indiana Jones even as a younger kid and kind of the guy he becomes, and he kind of follows in his father's footsteps, but he doesn't want to be his dad.
And I don't know why, but I would say the Nazis aspect makes it more rewatchable. I like the way that they did the Nazis.
Oh, so you
Yeah,
like the
The
Nazis?
bumbling.
yeah, I like
You-
them as
you-
bad guys.
You heard it here. Jeremy likes Nazis.
I like Russians and Nazis as my bad guys.
Mm.
And I don't know why, but like when I was a kid, I thought one of the funniest things in Indiana Jones and Last Crusade was when Sean Connery was taunting the birds with
birds,
his
yep.
umbrella.
That's one of the first thoughts I think of.
It's like
I like that. I also like when he is, Dr. Jones. X never marks the spot, and then the next scene, X marks the spot.
Jehovah begins with an I.
and the fact that they shared the same woman.
and then you have My Name is Inigo Montoya.
Yep.
Oh,
You killed
that
my
is-
father. Prepare to die.
Prepare to die.
What? And then no more rhyming, and I mean it. Anybody want a peanut? All right, Timmy, we're
Man.
waiting for you, man.
Man,
Quotability.
I gotta go with Indy.
Okay, so now we gotta bring on ChatGPT.
See, I think ChatGPT is just skimming IMDb because it's
Has it gone more with the higher rated one?
always
No,
gone with
because the higher
higher-rated.
rated one was Untouchables compared to
Oh, was it Top Gun? Oh, that's
Oh, it
right. It
was?
was. Yeah.
Untouchables was 8.2. Top
Yeah.
Gun was 6.9.
Oh, okay.
I
Well,
forgot what I was
I-
doing.
Okie dokie then.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, I would argue that it's like an adventure comedy for Indy, but I mean, yeah, I do think the Princess Bride might be more quotable.
I like movies that are quotable.
If
I
they're
think that
quotable,
lends
does that
to
make
re-
it more rewatchable? I think
Yeah,
there's. I think there's.
I would
something-
disagree because I think one of the more popular movies to Slight Edge to Princess Bride.
Yep.
I think the more at least currently and to me the past couple of years the most quotable movie is Napoleon Dynamite, and I find
I
that
don't.
movie. You tell me when the last time you've not heard a month that has gone by where somebody has not. Gosh,
Do you think that's the culture we live in, though?
no, because when it came out, I was looking at going to Sports Talk Radio, and that was talked on by ESPN Radio, Fox Sports Radio. It was a huge movie, and I just thought it was just a culture until I really started that's why that one kid
Wow.
who was Napoleon Dynamite was in so many movies for about a year and a half, and then
It's one of the highest grossing independent films
Yeah.
of all time.
I mean, If you would have asked me 2 days ago, how long has it been since I've heard somebody say any kind of quote from that movie? It'd been a long time.
Oh, really?
But I stumbled upon a TikTok guy where this guy, that's his whole personality is to be him, Napoleon. And then I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, see, I think that's more an exception to the rule. It's not the rule
Yeah.
itself.
And I only know like literally just 2 or 3 quotes from that movie. I've seen it.
I've only seen 10 minutes of the movie, and I know all the popular quotes.
All right. The last one of this episode.
Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back or The Princess Bride. Brett, I'm just curious. Rewind. Last Crusades versus Empire Strikes Back. Just curious.
Empire Strikes Back.
Okay.
Yeah, I got to go with the Empire.
2 for that. You guys know where I'm going.
I'm not going to be mad if Princess Bride moves on. But
Taylor, which one's more rewatchable? Which one can you just like turn on and just like, I want to watch this, and then like, oh, a month later I want to watch it
See,
again.
This is really hard for me. I loved The Empire Strikes Back when I was little, but I also feel like Disney has ruined Star Wars.
But this is
I know, but knowing what I know now,
the mouse has not infected it.
If somebody came to you and said, I can Men in Black your memory of all the Star Wars movies except for, let's just say 2, which ones would you pick?
Empire and Rogue One.
Brett?
I don't know, because I
would do.
I would first argue and be like, excuse me, Rogue One is a Star Wars story. It is not one of the Star Wars movies. So,
well, any Star Wars related film.
Okay.
I would wipe A New Hope and Empire.
Yeah,
I would
you'd
love to
keep
do those.
Those would be my 2 that I would
New
keep.
Hope is number 1?
Uh-huh.
Or
Number 4/1.
4, yeah.
And then Empire's number 2.
Yes.
If I had to wipe it from existence to get that moment again, yeah.
And then if you wrote yourself a note, what would your note say?
Start with 4.
But would you write yourself a note that says, don't watch any of these?
So
No.
for me, it would be watch 4, 5, 6, Rogue One, and then don't pay attention to
Anything else?
anything else.
I don't know about you guys, but in the 90s when they re-released the
I remember
original
that.
Star Wars
Uh-huh.
movies and with the extended scenes, I know I'm not a big fan of the extended scenes, but the magic that I remember going to the movies and seeing the Star Wars movies in there was fun.
It was huge.
It was
That
big.
I remember.
Huge.
It was heavy, man.
But would you, Brett, what would your letter to yourself would be about the following, the ones you hadn't remembered?
So I would have remembered 4 and 5,
Uh-huh.
but none of the else. I would just be like 4 or 5, and if you'd like to, you could watch, Return of the Jedi.
And that's it. But don't watch any others.
See, I liked Return of the Jedi too.
See, I was not one of those, and it was funny because How I Met Your Mother had the whole discussion, like if you were a preteen,
Yeah.
and you would not like that. I was not a preteen. I believe Return of the Jedi came out in 84, 83. And I saw it not when it came out, obviously, because I was way too young, but I saw it years later. I was not a preteen. The Ewoks just annoyed me.
Well, I also remember, keep in mind with The Empire Strikes Back, it left you off on a huge cliffhanger.
Mhm.
I mean, Han Solo just got frozen in carbonite.
So yeah.
Luke Skywalker just got his hand cut off.
And
The
so
Empire's getting away.
you do need to see 4 or 5, and then I would, like I said, leave a note. You can see Empires or Return of the Jedi, but the rest of it, you could live without. Like I could not live. You can't. And here's the interesting thing about you. I know you don't like most of the Star Wars, but you could not have Rogue One and not have A New Hope.
Oh, yeah.
Because it would not make any sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would 4 or 5, and then if you want to finish this, do 6, and then who cares about the other ones?
Yeah.
Controversial opinion. I like number 3.
I don't mind number 3, but if I had to say,
It's one of my more favorite besides Rogue One.
Like watch them if you're into it. Otherwise, move on.
What was it? I've heard from a movie review podcast that I listened to. They said the best way to get through I think it's 3, whenever Anakin and what is it, Padme or whatever? Not Padme. That's the
Is
main-
that the I Hate Sand one?
anyway.
Or is that like 1? No, that's number 2.
I don't know.
Whenever Anakin starts getting close to female love interest or whatever, you just click next chapter, and the movie is so much.
It moves along. I can see that.
Okay,
All right, Taylor.
I'm going Empire.
Oh, boo. I'm the only one that voted Princess Bride. Empire moves back to fight another day.
See, just because
It's
the
in the
Empire
final four.
was more of my childhood than what Princess Bride was.
So it made it all the way to the final 4. Next week, we will talk about Back to the Future, Bill and Ted, The Terminator, Footloose, Star Wars episode, that's 5, so Return of the Jedi,
Mhm.
Overboard, A
Right.
Christmas Story.
That should be 6.
See-
You need to change that.
These ones
What?
I think are
Return
harder
of the
than this
Jedi
one.
is 6.
Oh, it is. Oh, it is 6. I can't
Okay.
read Roman numerals apparently.
Back to the 80s.
Honey, I Shrunk the Kid, Aliens, History of the World Part 1, E.T., Look Who's Talking. That's an interesting. that's that's interesting. Die Hard versus American Tail, and Ghostbusters versus Police Academy 3.
Hey, 5
Back
Yippee
straight-
ki kaye. Little rat rodent.
Shoot.
Well, I can't wait.
Ooh.
All right, so moving on outside the bracket, we're moving to our recommendations. What kind of recommendations do you have?
I'll go first, and we'll just keep it on the Star Wars train.
Okay.
I started 2 nights ago the Skeleton Crew
Oh yeah, how was it?
series.
You recommend it or not?
Right now, I'm going to recommend it. I'm only 2 episodes in.
Don't worry, Disney will disappoint you.
I'm only 2 episodes in, but it if you like the Goonies and that kind of vibe, you get that a little bit but it's mixed in with the Star Wars lore. So,
What lore? Disney ruined the lore.
well, I mean, just the
I'm just sorry.
just like the whole Star Wars world, but like it's not, as of right now, it's not entirely focused on like the Jedi or the Empire, so to speak, but it sets itself in the world, but it's not really the focal point. It's about these kids who set off on a journey, an unexpected journey, and it's more about, like, I guess, space pirates.
Was it barely an inconvenience?
A
Just kidding.
little bit.
A little bit. Okay.
But I'll come back again because my kids are now interested in it, and my kids are tough to get into Star Wars stuff. They haven't really got on the bandwagon for anything, but since The Mandalorian, but even then that was a little bit of a stretch. So, but they're kind of into that whole Skeleton Crew thing because it just revolves around these 4 kids.
Well, that's cool.
Okay.
All right, my recommendation, I haven't watched this yet, but on Netflix, they just barely have Saturday Night.
Ooh,
Just barely dropped, I think, a couple days ago, or it got uploaded on there. So the comedic / maybe serious look at the first televised situation of Saturday Night Live.
I heard that Chevy Chase totally crapped on that movie. Like, he hated it.
He's a grumpy old
Well,
man.
of course he did because no one likes him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of painting himself into a corner with his attitude. All right, I actually got my wife interested in this, so I am happy. We're rewatching Daredevil in preps for season 4. So
Ooh.
I recommend it. And you know what? I used to tell people that, I don't know, maybe this is me watching it again and being more excited about it. But like, I used to think the first couple episodes were boring. It's not that boring. I liked him. I mean, he definitely has to tell his backstory. There's a lot of rewinding back into his past to tell who he is now.
Is the new series? I haven't seen the old series, so maybe I should watch it. But is the new series just set years after the first series, or is it totally separate?
Oh, well, are you talking about season 4?
No, like
Yeah.
the the Netflix Daredevil series and then the new Daredevil Born Again. Are those the same or are they separate?
It's going to be the same.
guy.
Matt
Yeah.
Murdock is still going to be played by the same guy.
Well, yeah, I didn't know if they
Oh.
were connected or if it's like, oh,
I
they're
don't-
rebooting it.
I think they're rebooting it, kind of. Like, I don't think that they're going to continue on with Bullseye, where they were leading up with season 3.
Okay.
But yeah, I haven't looked in too much into it to
I
see.
do like the Daredevil.
Oh,
I-
see, I like the Bullseye.
I did too.
villain.
They finally were getting momentum out there, and yeah.
See, the reason why I like that is because it wasn't like a one and done villain type thing.
yeah,
Like nowadays, it's the
yeah.
villain dies, never comes back. Like that wasn't the
like-
comics. Like when you look at like Batman, the Joker repeatedly
Yeah, it came
finds a
back.
way to escape, comes back, blah blah blah. Where I think Marvel just, oh, this character is done. We're never going to see him again.
See, I thought about watching that show Echo, and then I was like, eh. So I watched the pitch meeting to it.
Oh,
And
like,
the
oh,
pitch
that's
meeting
enough.
gives you all that you need
That's
to know.
all you need to know.
And
Yep.
also, have you seen the pitch meeting for the Acolyte?
Yes.
Space fires.
Yes.
What fires in space?
Uh-oh.
And then of course, the whole encampment catches on fire because it is made out of stone. What?
Oh,
Yeah, if you ever want to just skip over a series, just watch the pitch meeting and you're fine.
Okay, I'm just doing a quick. It's talking about Poindexter, which AKA is Bullseye. Season 4 likely would have focused on Bullseye persona and the character dynamic with Daredevil. I was looking forward to Wilson Bethel kind of getting to inhabit that character of Bullseye. He said, it looks like it could be facing off. It says Daredevil could be facing off against a fully realized version of Bullseye. Okay. So
Well, they've already renewed, I heard, that show for a second or third season.
That's
Even though-
great.
Even though it hasn't been released yet.
It's that fantastic.
it's because they're betting on.
Gosh.
Yeah.
Do you know one thing I did not realize? And so this is the nerdum of the Marvel universe. I didn't realize season 1, they talk so much about the first Avengers movie in there because they're still picking up all this, like the city is struggling because of the war that broke out in New York. And then I'm like, that's funny. Because now you have Spider-Man, what is it, 2 or 3? That they also relied heavily on Avengers, the first one
Mhm.
with Michael Keaton. So
The second one. Yes.
yeah, second one. Third one is
Mysterio.
No, it's not Mysterio.
First one's Michael Keaton, second one's Mysterio.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
so-
you're right.
Third
Yeah,
one
yeah.
is like all the villains.
Oh, so
from
first
the other
one's Michael
shows.
Keaton. Okay. All right, Taylor. You have anything to recommend?
You know what? My week was boring.
Don't do
So-
drugs.
No, stand up for yourself
There
out
we go.
there.
Stand up while sitting down.
Yeah.
Stand up while sitting. Stand up for yourself while sitting down, because you might be teleported somewhere in the continuity of world.
The more you know.
I still like that. Would you rather? It was a
It was
good one.
It was a brain scratcher.
We had some good questions today.
Yep.
Mhm.
Well, hope you learned nothing. Happy Valentine's Day coming up. Don't forget.